YouTube, welcome back to another Wuthering Waves video. Today I want to discuss the topic of re-rolling. I'm going to be 1000% honest with you. I do not think anyone should waste their time re-rolling in this video game.
Julian!
The great thing about Wuthering Waves, it is one of the most free-to-play gacha games that I've seen, period. And they are so giving with this first launch pack that I truly believe you are wasting your time if you decide to roll on the banner, don't get who you want, and then you start making a whole new account. I think it's a big mistake. Let's break this down. Obviously, do whatever the fuck you want, you know what I mean? You're an adult, or you stole your mother's credit card, you know what I'm saying? Now, one of the main reasons why I'm saying this is Wuthering Waves actually dropped this official graphic earlier. Wuthering Waves official release ward guide. Get 108 pulls for free. Bro, it is insane. So let's go over who you have as the resonators, right? So we did drop a video. We reacted to Steparu's kind of breakdown of each character and, you know, who I personally think you should be rolling for. But before we do that, we have Jinyan, Calicro, Verena, Lingyang, Encore. Jian is an elemental 5-star who uses gauntlets as their main weapon. They have some sort of heal/shielding effect, and their ultimate allows you to group everyone into like this little big circle, kind of like a Kazuha suck, which is actually very good, although she is getting a rework from what people have been saying because her kit is a little complicated. She's still not a bad unit though. Zaddy Calicaro, whatever his name is, he's a 5-star electro character who uses the broad blade, that big ass sword, you know, the fa-ching, fa-ching, fa-ching. He's amazing. He's going to be synergizing with a lot of the electro units, especially Yinlin. If you are going for Yinlin, I personally believe you should be focusing him, but we'll get to that in a moment. Verena. Verena is a 5-star Spectro unit who uses a rectifier, and she really is just the GOAT of healing. She heals, and she buffs your team. For the Genshin players, she's really similar to Benny, and she's good. She's also getting some reworks as well. Lingyang is a 5-star Glacial unit who uses gauntlets, and I'm not going to lie to you, he is going to be getting some sort of reworks. He was okay in the beta. I feel like he was very mid, so this is not a character that I would personally suggest unless you really, really like their design and like their playstyle. I'd keep it pushing. And then the last one is Encore. Encore is a fusion 5-star who uses the rectifier weapon, and Encore is another unit who is a main DPS. Truthfully, I'm not the biggest fan, but that's okay. So we've breaking down what these 5 do pretty much, you know, very quickly. Jian is a support, Calico is main DPS, Vernia is a support, Lingyang is a DPS, Encore is a DPS, right? Okay, now, these are the 5 characters that you can get. Now, if we look up a little bit here, it says, in the Novice Convene banner, you can perform 10 times convenes with 20% off. Every 10 convenes costs 8 Lustrious Tides. You're guaranteed to get a 5-star resonator within 50 convenes. The Novice Convene banner will be closed once you obtain the 5-star. You are getting a massive discount. It is going to be taking you 40 pulls to get a 5-star. After you get the 40 pulls, no matter who you pull, let's say, for example, you get Lingyang, and you do not want Lingyang. You are not a fan of this home. You're like, I don't like him. He's not my style. I get that. Same. You are then able to select one of these 5 still. If you want Lingyang cons, I mean, go for that. I wouldn't do that, but whatever. If you want to take another character, all you have to do is select them, and then it takes 80 pulls for you to get them. And it will be guaranteed that you pick that character. So, for example, if I want to select Encore, after I finish my first 40 pulls, which is going to be a random standard character, I have no control over that, and I got Lingyang, but I really wanted Encore, I can then focus Encore. Why am I saying don't re-roll? Well, it's very simple. You're getting 108 plus free pulls. You are getting an ungodly amount of free gacha. This is not including the pulls that are actually in the game itself, like from exploration, from the shops, and all those other sources. So if we go down a little bit more, official pre-registration rewards, you're getting 20 Lustrious Tides, which is the standard banner pulls from that. So that's 20 right there. You're getting an extra 10 just from existing. So that's 10. We're now at 30. You're getting 4 if you log in for the 7 days. That's 34. You're then getting another 40 here, so that you're now at 74 pulls. And then once you reach Union level 10, you'll be getting 84 pulls, right? For the standard banner. Not including things you're going to be getting from your quest. Not including just random exploration, the shops. And at this point, if you have to use 40 pulls to get this guaranteed character in the first banner for whoever you want, and it could take you less. If you're really lucky, it might not take those amount of pulls. You never know. Maybe it takes the full 40. I don't know if they have a hard coded like that. I doubt they would do that. But if that is the case, and you're left over with now 44 pulls, if you don't get someone within 44 pulls, which, by the way, you will be getting some sort of 4-star characters along the way, so you will be getting a plethora of characters, why not just continue to grind on the account and try to make progress? It's different like in Star Rail. When Star Rail launched, and if you got Himiko and you really didn't want Himiko, you're like, oh man, I have to wait 300 whole pulls until I can get a guaranteed character. This is an is so much less than 300, and it's straight to the point, and they're pretty much giving you half of the pulls up front. Half of the pulls on the standard banner to get your guaranteed character up front. All you have to do is physically just play the game and make progress to get the rest. I just don't see a reason to re-roll. I think it's silly. On top of that, shout out to Steven. I'm going to show another graphic in 2 seconds. Also going to be getting these characters for free, including the Rover. So you're going to be getting Chixa, who is a 4-star pistol unit. She is very good, although she does take a lot of time on the field, so I could see people maybe not liking her that much. You do get Baiji, who is a very good healer, and truthfully, you don't 100% need Verena if you like Baiji's playstyle, although I personally think Verena's better. You get Yang Yang, who's amazing, does great grouping, great damage, just overall a very solid unit. Sanhua, who is a great sub DPS, and her Forte circuit is actually really fun and super cool. And you get Yanwu, who is for the Genshin players, literally official. You drop down this little tome, and it does a bunch of damage, and it has minimal to no, I think it's a 2 to 3 second cooldown. Maybe they change that full game, we'll see. But very minimal cooldown. So you're already starting off with such a strong roster of characters, on top of the Rover, who is not bad, and I personally recommend everyone should be building the Rover because the Rover is valid. Very solid kit. You will be getting, if it's operating the same way as Genshin and Stara, you will be getting all of their constellations for free as the game goes on, and they will most likely be able to align with all elements as they would in any other game. Build your Rover. So with that, when you have these 6 characters, right, including the Rover, I just don't see the purpose of logging out, going through the hassle of making a whole new account, grinding an hour plus to possibly not get Encore, when if you wanted Calcaro, whatever his name is, you could just grind a little bit longer on that account, pull him, and start building your endgame team. Obviously, do what you want, you know what I'm saying? But it's not a situation like if you got on Genshin, again, you got Dia, you're fucked. I just don't know what else to tell you, right? But the good thing, and might be possibly a bad thing for a lot of people, including myself, who have skill issues with Wuthering Waves, and this game is heavily combat focused and heavily focused on your skills and your skill set. So you can make any character work. Overall, I don't think you need to re-roll. I think it's a waste of your time. I think it's a waste of... I think it's just a waste of an account. Overall, you're going to be getting 8 characters. The 60 game gives you for free the 1 standard character that you're going to get within the 40 pulls. That one is 100% RNG. And then your 8th character is a 5-star that you could physically select that you just have to grind for. When you're getting 8 characters, you can only select 7 of them. I don't think it's worth it for you to take that time and reroll just for 1. That's my opinion. Let me know what you think. I love you. Mwah. I'll see you in the next one. Your mother.